So let's come back here and study this for a second. Oh, I know what the problem is. Such a silly mistake. If I come back to my www folder, go to db here, you see that it's creating this temp folder. I don't know whether this temp file, I don't know whether it's supposed to or not, but if you look at my database file here, it has .db at the end, and I actually forgot to put the file extension there. So please make sure that you put that db at the very end. It's this db here that was confusing me, I guess, and I forgot all about the file extension. So just make sure you add that file extension there to avoid headaches. So I will not be needing this anymore. I will save there, and let's come back to uploads. I am definitely sure this is going to work this time because I've done this 1,000 times and it works. So let's try one more time here. I've tried so many times in here. Let me delete my uploads. Okay, so that folder is empty. And then let's come back here and try again. Refresh and resend. Okay. All right, so we are in business. So it's reading from the database here, because that part is this part right there. Okay, so pretty good, but still here I need to put these if statements here. So copy that, because once we do a prepare here, we don't want to execute if things didn't go well. So I will just do that if statement, and let me remove that and do that. Okay, so if the statement was correct, then execute it like that. Alrighty then. So let me see here. Now you see there are certain files here that have been saved as JSON. That file, and that file. Okay, so we are actually doing very well. There's a title here also. This is my post. Good. So everything is running fine. So let me go up here and remove these two DDs there. But then where there's a title here, I need to make sure that this is the correct thing that I want. So I don't want a title with any special characters. So what I will do is I'll say preg_match. So let's use preg_match to match that. Let's create a pattern here. So the pattern is a regular expression. So if you don't know much about regular expressions, you can leave a comment if you want me to give you another video with basics of regular expressions. But what we need here is we want to search for anything that has a between A to Z is fine, and then what else do we need? Capital A to Z as well is fine, and then also spaces are fine. That's all we need. We don't need numbers, we don't need any of that. So from the beginning right here, the caret, to the end, okay, like that. So that's our pattern there. And then the subject is the title. So maybe we can do it from right in there. Put it there like so. Post title. So we'll ask the question here if it doesn't match. So let's put a not there. If it doesn't match this, then we have a problem. So if that doesn't match, then let's create an error message. Let's say, please, I don't know why computers need to be so polite. Please enter a valid title, like that. But in case there are many error messages, we can put a break tag like so. And then let's just add to the error messages, just in case we had added one at the top like that. But otherwise, let's set that. And then since now error is not empty, we will not go through this. So it doesn't matter what happens a little bit further here. But we might want to skip all this as well if if we know for sure that we're not going to do any of this. So we could put if error here as well. Yeah, since we are not getting any errors from here, I think what I can do is cut this and put it in here instead of having to put another if error statement. So let me move this inward like that. Okay, so that we only have to copy the files if there are no errors here. So maybe you may have many fields like title, name, whatever it is, date. If all that goes through and there's no errors, then we can look through the files and then save in the database. Okay, I think that should do it. Okay, and then also, since we have this error message there, we can come down here to the text here inside the container. Let's put our PHP tags there, and then we're going to check if error is not empty, then it's about time we echoed something. So like this, and then we will echo error. Then let's remember to close our tags. Alrighty then, looks pretty good. Okay, so let's refresh without resending the data. Okay, so it's still reading from the database, which we do not need right now, so I will remove this code right here. Okay, actually we might need that code, so let me cut it and take it to the index page. No, that's the home page. So let me close this just to be sure here what's happening. www and open the home page. So I want this to happen somewhere here. So I will put my PHP tags there, paste that data, and then close the tags, something like this. Boom. Okay, so that's the home page. Now I'll go back to the upload page and let's just refresh. Okay, so there we are. Now if I happen to also, you may want to check for, actually we may want to produce errors here as well. If you want people to make sure that people actually upload a valid file for all of them, and that's when you upload this, you can put this outside, and then if it creates an else there, you put an error, so that actually let me just show you that, just in case that's what you need, because right now what happens is whether there are files or not, it's going to upload still as long as there is a title there. So let's try and upload, and you see here, please enter a valid title, select files to upload. Okay, so also on the title here on upload, down here you can, just to avoid people trying to upload, because this error message comes after it has tried to upload everything, and then that's when the error message comes in. So you could use a little bit of JavaScript here to make sure that people type in what they need to type in before it even tries to send. So we can just say something like required here in our HTML, and I don't know if required works on the file here. We can just test it so that at least you have one file to go around. Okay, let's come back here. So in order to do that error checking, let's do this. Let me come here and paste there as it were before, like so. And then what I will do is add an error message on the else statement here. Just do else and then put that. So we can say image, and then we know that the key actually, image in space concatenate, and the key is not valid. So this could be, maybe it's a wrong file type or something like that. So whatever the case, we can just say it's not valid and add to the error. So let's see that in action. So I'll refresh. Yeah, I can actually refresh like that. And so you see now image in file 1 is not valid, in file 2, file 3, whatever it is there. Yep. So all that, let me, just to be clear here, I can put a break tag here, maybe 2 of them, like so. Okay, so that there's a gap. Please enter a valid title and all that. So you can style these as needed to make them look nicer, of course. So yeah, and then we get to this point. So let me try and see. Upload. Okay. All right, so it actually works even here. So you can say required, 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 and so on. So pretty cool, some of this JavaScript. Let's do that. If all of them are required, you can do that. If you want to make exceptions here, you can make exceptions to certain files. You can still put an if statement here and say if it's file 1 or the key is file 1 or file 2, ignore it. If it's not, then throw an error, and so on. So you can be very specific on what you want. Okay, so now that we have that, let's upload a second post. So I'll say this is my second post. So let's browse for some files for our second post. And there we go, there we go, and there we go, and let's upload. Okay, so it's done. So now after uploading, we want to move to the home page once we are done with uploading. So this is the home page and it's reading from the database, but it seems there's only one record. Why is that? That isn't cool. Wait a minute. So let me come back here to the record home page. So it just says select all from posts. So let me come back here. ID is equal to 1. Wait a minute. Fetch all. So which means there's only one item in there. So we can confirm this by going to the SQLite and browsing to our database. I want to confirm that it's not actually saving more than one record. Let's open that up. Browse data, and there's only one record. That's for sure. Okay, so what's happening then? Let me come back here. Upload. Okay, so if we didn't see any errors, it means it must have gone through here. Okay, here I will say, let's just echo. Let's do the statement here. So I will echo something in here and say something like here 1, just to know if it went through here or also went through here. Like here 1, here 2. That's my error checking system right there. Very powerful. Okay, a post. Let's browse a few files. Browse here, browse there, browse there, and let's upload. So as you can see, it didn't go through here at all. So which means the error message it means the error message wasn't empty. So why is that?